All right. All right, we're gonna keep walking. All right, be careful. All right, so I'm standing here with Yas Wiseman, and we are in Kwale, Kenya. And we're just kind of walking around the neighborhood outside of the deaf center. So I wanted to ask you, Yas, about like, when did you come here to Kwale and to the deaf center? How many years ago was it?
I came here back in 2018, so that's 5 years ago. Before that, I lived in Ethiopia for 7 years.
Wow.
And before that, I lived in Zanzibar. So, yeah, I've been away from Holland for quite a while already.
Wow, you said you live in a suitcase.
Yeah, I do. I travel full time. I don't even have a house. I'm homeless already for 15 years.
Wow.
I have different projects in different countries where I go and where I stay for a while and then I go to the next. Yeah, it's nice, but I'm also kind of tired about it. I need to, I'm looking for a place to settle now.
So up here, you said when you came here, there was nothing up here because they had had a drought. It hadn't rained in a couple years.
When I came in the first time, it hadn't rained for 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
So this was all dry.
It was completely dry. And people were very much suffering. I remember the government had to send in emergency transports with water.
Wow.
People were dying. So it was really bad.
Hi, kids. What is this you're selling? Mangoes. Mangoes. All right. And then, so when the center was built,
Yeah.
when was the center?
It was built in 2017. It was established with support from the Netherlands, a Dutch NGO. They built this center because they noticed that deaf people in this part of Kenya are very much marginalized, very much discriminated. People think they are possessed or
Crazy.
and they put them in a mental
Dangerous?
sometimes. People even think they are contagious. Deafness is contagious.
Oh
They
my
want to stay
gosh.
away from them. Yeah,
Okay.
it happens. And they even put deaf people in a mental home.
Wow.
So they established this center, or it's a place where deaf people can come together. They can socialize, play sports, help each other, learn from each other. That's basically the primal, the first function. And it's also a shelter. Continuously, about 25 deaf people live there. Deaf youth. They can stay there for 2 years. They get shelter, food, and they can participate in all kinds of programs to help them find a way in society.
We met a couple of them that they stay here for 2 years.
Yes.
Then they go out and they become entrepreneurs, and they're able to.
Or we find a job for them, or they get married, or just, to find their way into society.
You were telling me a story of one young man that was here, and once he learned how to grow and to farm, he was able to be accepted back to his family.
This guy was abandoned by his family because he's deaf. And we took him in and we taught him farming, to be specific, syntropic agroforestry.
Yes.
And the first harvest he brought to his family. I remember him going with a big smile. He was so proud that he could actually be of value, bring something of value to the family. And crops are very valuable here.
Yes.
So when they brought when he brought the crops back to the family, they invited him back to come back living with the family.
Okay.
So that's a very
And these are some of the residents that live right outside this
these
area.
are just our neighbors.
Your neighbors.
Yes.
That's awesome. And then with the syntropic agroforestry, I mean, that papaya tree that you guys kind of grown within a year, they've been able to eat all year from just growing the other foods?
Well,
Or the diversity of foods, or?
yeah, the plot we have is primarily a training ground. We want to teach skills.
Oh, I see.
And also we invite our neighbors and people from the community to learn. We encourage them to take the techniques to their own farm. But we also eat of it. We have a lot of harvest. And our shopping bill goes down because we have our own supply of
That's true.
food.
What have you done for, like, as far as like what you guys are doing for sustainability, because you felt that this could not continue
That's
on
my
its own?
that's my assignment. When I got this job, they told me in a few years the funding will stop from Holland. So my assignment is to find ways to make this sustainable to generate income. We do this by connecting it with tourism. We have 10 guest rooms, so we invite people to stay here, to explore the area, to interact with the people, and that's how we generate income. And we're almost there. We are almost already at the point where we can completely
Fully
support
sustainable.
ourselves. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have our shamba, we have the beadwork like this, we sell this, and all the kind of activities is helping us to become less dependent on donors. Personally, I believe development is really about taking care of yourself. If you depend on donors, it's not real development, I think, because you always be in a weaker position. But if you make your own money and you can sustain yourself, you're already halfway to emancipation.
Right.
That's what I believe.
So are these the bikes that we're going to roll through town on?
Yeah, this is one of the activities we do with our guests. We drive around whole Kwale. It's super beautiful here.
Yeah.
You will see.
Awesome. You ready? All right. So we're going to do this bike ride. Awesome. That was a nice tour through there.
Yeah.
That was really
It's
good.
part of our, I don't know why
Thank you.
they-
Huh?
normally we always,
Thank you.
Zeg maar.